To the Opie and Anthony Show. Hey. In the New York area. 877-692-1027. Your disaster show. Holy ass. Anywhere else outside of New York. 866-277-4WOW. We're a beaten city.
Well, the latest plane crash, 100 yards to our north, actually. It was so close when it happened. Jesus Christ.
We're a beaten city.
I can't even believe when I woke up. First of all, I'll tell you, I stayed in town, thank God, because I never would have gotten in from Brooklyn. No way, no show today. I turned around and hid in my bedroom. So we were staying at the Sheraton, right across the street. So I have the alarm set. It's like 10:04. What's the matter?
Now everyone knows where Hans stays when he's in the city.
No, I usually don't stay there. I usually stay at the Parker.
I feel like I'm watching like the end of Rosie or something. When Anthony stays in the city, he stays at the Sheraton. And then you just said, no, I don't stay there. I stay at the
Parker.
Jesus.
Or the Novotel. You could get me there if I'm staying in the city. Give a call. I'll say hi.
All right. Anyway, go ahead.
So I have the alarm set for like 10:04, I guess it was set for. And it goes off. It's one of those, clock radio things. So it's on one of those stations. And I hear the traffic guy doing a traffic report at 10:04. Now, in New York, you get it on the 8s and the 1s, depending on what station you're.
So the alarm goes off, and you hear traffic guy.
On the 4s.
And you look at, and it's 10:04. Okay.
And he goes, and word now coming in. And then my girlfriend leans over and turns the radio off.
So that's all you heard.
I'm like, but I'm thinking, there's something strange going on here. And I'm hearing, wee outside. So then I go, all right, I remember the phone ringing, so someone left me a message on my cell phone. So I go to check my messages on the cell phone. All circuits are busy. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, boy. Last time this happened, it was a couple of months ago. So I go, give me the remote. And I winced. I actually winced, pointed it to the TV, and hit on.
To see what it was all about.
And I just see a fire and American Airlines plane, the text on the bottom. This is great. This is good. You can't imagine, you can't even fathom it would be a coincidence and just be a standard run-of-the-mill plane crash after what's happened.
I think it's a coincidence, my friend.
Well, signs are pointing that way, but I don't know. I'm still holding judgment because you know something? There's plenty of airports, there's plenty of planes, and there's plenty of other cities that could have a goddamn plane crash. But why the hell does it have to be New York?
By the way, I have to announce our favorite syndicated city.
Yeah?
That would be Boston, Massachusetts.
Why is that?
Because they were the only station that called to make sure you and I and the rest of the gang on the Opie and Anthony show is okay.
Oh, I'm sure Boston. I'm still trying to figure out how Boston was responsible for this one. What happened there? There's got to be some Boston connection.
The only city that called to make sure you and I were okay.
That's true. No one else really cared. We didn't get that call from San Francisco, did we?
No, or Portland.
We didn't get a Portland call.
No one called us from Bigfoot country.
No.
So, but I was talking to Oedipus, and I go, we're kind of relieved down here because it's looking like it was mechanical failure.
Relieved.
We live in an age where we're now relieved when we find out a complete disaster is a mechanical failure, most likely instead of a terrorist attack.
Well, you know something? Nothing's been ruled out yet, and I'm still kind of leaning toward. I think it was mechanical, but. Not ruling anything out at this time, Opie, until my investigation proceeds. They said they found the black box, so they'll be looking at that. And here's my theory. Bomb in the goddamn cargo bay.
Oh, I don't say that.
But the thing is, that's been a huge issue right now. They ask you, did you pack your own bags? Yeah. Have they been with you? Yeah. All right. We'll check them here. Put the tagger on it, and there it goes.
Don't say that.
And then they never check if you're on the plane and your bags are on the plane. They don't even do that. There's no way they could check. So I'm thinking cargo door gets blown off. Where does that go? Right into the old engine. Boom. I don't know.
I'm saying mechanical.
Who am I?
I'm saying mechanical failure and caused by flock of seagulls.
You think it was the band? Should they be held responsible for this? And I ran.
It was a flock of seagulls, my friend. They say they have problems at Kennedy with the birds.
Yeah?
Lots and lots of birds around Kennedy Airport. They get sucked into the engine there.
Well, you know something? I think that the pilots are trained for stuff like that. That's just a ridiculous regular engine failure. You know what I mean? It doesn't blow the engine off of your wing for the most part. I don't know. And then when you're taking off, you can't lose an engine like that.
Let me tell you.
It went straight down, so it didn't even do as much damage as it could have.
Let me tell you something, man. I think just about every person that listens to the show has flown out of Kennedy Airport.
Yeah.
The plane was only in the air for 3 minutes. We've all seen that stretch of land where it hit.
Oh, yeah.
That little peninsula there.
Oh, when you're coming in.
Rockaways. Right.
Sure. And believe me, for the first 2 minutes, 50 seconds, everything was fine. That was a very short trip down, which, you know,
I was on the
consolation.
I was on the Long Island Railroad coming in, and the ticket guy, he's taking my ticket, and all of a sudden he goes, "It happened again, another plane crash." I'm like, no way. What are the odds? What are the Vegas odds on this happening today?
And why, you know, enough already. Did you see all... Here's another thing. No God. Wake up, people. There's no God. How many New Yorkers have you seen on the news and everywhere else huddled together in mass prayer for our fair city? How many times do you see this? How many clergymen have you seen at Ground Zero and at schools and with politicians talking about prayer and how we're stronger than ever and God will pay? All that prayer, what did it get us? Another aircraft full of fuel dropped on a town. There's no God.
There's no God.
I'm just a man.
I'm just a man like you. Caddyshack references. Always nice.
I wish I could remember his name.
Whatever.
My name's Bob.
Oh, yeah. My name's Fred.
Fred.
Right?
I'm a man just like you. Don't say that, Father. My name's Fred.
I'm a man.
That's what it is.
Hasn't shaved in 5 or 6 days.
Of course.
So I'm on the train.
Your prayers got you.
So the guy announces it like he's announcing the next stop on the train, Aunt. Everyone just grabs the cell phones, and that's why, you know, cell phone service all went out.
Busy.
And everyone's calling home and saying, all right, turn on the TV. What the F's going on? And then we're reporting back to the rest of the train. I was a little reporter for the train ride today, Anthony.
Little reporter.
Huh?
Little reporter for the train ride.
Yeah, I would announce what I knew. And then we're getting close to, you know, crossing the East River there, going into the tunnel to get to New York, and the train's slowing down.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, we're not making it in, man. They're shutting down the city again.
Well, they did lock down the city, just not for rail travel. They shut all the bridges, everything. Manhattan is a pretty interesting place when it comes to that, because you can, especially now with cops at every crossing already, in a moment's notice, you can cut off entry and exit to this city immediately. It's an island, you know, so it's unlike any other city. You could just stop the flow of traffic, and they did. And if you were stuck in that, I feel sorry for you, man, because on any given day when those crossings are open, it sucks.
Right.
I can't imagine them closing it, and then you're sitting, on the BQE waiting to get on the Brooklyn Bridge, and the guy steps out and goes, sorry, pal, you're going to be sitting here a few hours.
You know what the weirdest sight for me was? The train kept going after we found out, obviously, and you look to the right outside the windows there of the train, people on tops of all the buildings in like the Jamaica area, Queens, just checking out the smoke and stuff.
That's the thing to do when planes crash into populated areas now. It's like the in thing. You just get to your rooftops and check out the show.
Then I'm walking uptown and you see the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
I kept looking because I'm convinced, okay, here comes the next one.
That was another thing.
I might as well check it out live this time around.
Right after hearing what happened, you're just sitting there waiting.
Let me tell
okay, where's the next guy to break in and going, oh, we're getting another report.
Let me tell the folks at the Empire State Building, and a lot of them listen to our show, you guys are absolutely insane to continue working in that building.
Yeah?
Insane.
That building was hit by a plane once, many years ago.
Not
a bomber.
Was it a bomber?
Yeah, it was a bomber. Hit by a bomber years ago. Burst into flames, killed a few people, but you know something? It's called brick and mortar. Brick and mortar.
Right.
They don't melt. Right. And if the impact doesn't hurt it, then it'll stay standing.
Who in the hell in their right mind is doing some good work in the Empire State Building without keeping an eye out the window?
Oh, you got it.
Kind of like that scene from the Poseidon Adventure when you see the big wave coming. You're like, oh, no, instead of a wave, here's a plane.
Oh, that's awful.
Forget it.
I wonder how many people in their office turn their desk around so they can now look out the window. Most people like their back to the window, and then people come into their nice office with a view, and they sit and watch. Spin that desk right around.
You got to be insane to work in that building.
I get one of those big fisheye lenses and stick it to the window so you can see what's coming from every direction.
Right. And if you're American Airlines right now, why bother?
Poor sons of bitches.
Why bother at this point? If I'm the owner of American Airlines, I'm killing myself. It's over, Johnny.
Who needs it? They're trying so hard to get people back in the air and back flying. And this monkey wrench has to be thrown in the works. The odds were, because it had been a while since we just had our standard run-of-the-mill plane crash, especially one in this country. I think the last one was what? Egypt Air left out of New York?
Mm-hmm.
That was 99, was it?
Yeah, about
Something
2 years ago now.
Yeah. And, you kind of forget that every couple of years these things just happen. But then 2 months ago we have that. And you're just hoping, all right, lay off. Or, I'm not saying we should have regular plane crashes anywhere. But the sad truth is they do happen.
And we're numb, though. We're numb right now.
How about that Iowa cornfield? That hasn't been used for a good plane crash site in a while. Can we do that? Does it have to be New York?
You know what I say about Iowa, Anthony?
F Iowa.
F Iowa.
Well, we've had a little bit enough here in New York.
Tony, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
And first reaction, like yourself, I turn on the TV, I go, here we go again.
Yep. Here we go again.
Second point, I'm watching the news. They're saying this flight was delayed like an hour and change.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's supposed to leave at 8.
Then it goes up. Minutes later, boom.
Yeah, but every flight is delayed.
Yeah, I know, but, it's coincidence, my ass. Something's up, man.
What do you do? What do you do when that flight is delayed and then you're sitting there and waiting and waiting? You go, I hope they're fixing this.
This time and point, I'd S myself and say, let me the F out of here.
There's always that point where you're on the plane and you go, should I just pick up and leave right now? Should I just pick up and leave right now and be that guy that got off the plane? And then you don't. Everything goes fine, but you wonder.
Email already going crazy?
Yeah.
You guys noticed that the crash happened at 9:11 a.m.?
It was 9:14 or something like that.
And then this one's, this rumor or whatever is coming in. Mark, what's up?
Hey, how are you guys?
All right.
How about a coincidence like this? Mike Moran lives right where that plane came down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's an absolute coincidence, but
what was Mike Moran's quote in front of everybody on national TV?
They can kiss my Irish ass.
Exactly.
My royal Irish ass.
Right where that thing came down.
But he did say, Osama, come get me. I'm right in the Rockaways. I think he says it.
I'm getting
oh, no.
Oh, no. We're trying to find the clip. This is the
Did you guys think of that at all?
A bunch of those emails have already hit.
Yeah, I mean, that was like one of the first things I thought.
Right, hold on.
My buddy lives in Rockaway.
Mark. I'm going to stop you because we found the clip. Hold on the line, though. Here we go. Here's Mike Moran saying what he had to about Osama bin Laden.
In the spirit of the Irish people, Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, he's playing it right now. He goes, we found
royal Irish ass.
That's all we have of it?
That's all we have? I have the rest? He said, come get me?
That's unbelievable, huh?
As Mark talked in the middle of it. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark, you have perfect timing.
Perfect time. We're playing the clip, and you chime in.
I'm sorry, fellas.
That's all right.
All right, Mark. Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You know how...
I need the whole clip. I got to hear Mike Moran say...
I do want to hear that now.
You can come get me. I live right in the Rockaway.
You know how huge a story a plane going down a residential neighborhood would be if it wasn't for September 11th? I mean, it's still, a huge story, but someone just was saying something, how numb we are to things like this. Like, I tuned it in on the news, and I'm like, oh, what happened? How many people dead? What? And it's like, oh, okay. You get like,
At first, we were all on pins and needles. And
then
it's
just one?
No,
I thought
the
maybe
local
2 or 3.
I don't know what they're saying everywhere else, but the local news is really hinting that this was just a major mechanical error. We don't know. I'm just saying what has been reported so far. So just with that little bit of info, you're sitting at your desk or at home going, oh, that's a relief.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just one.
I could deal with that. Whew. That's not as bad. Okay, good.
You hear the F-15s?
Yeah.
That's something. Boy, them things screaming.
F-15 just circling over Manhattan again.
What the hell happened? What did I miss? You know, we got the front row seats to Armageddon. You could live through life. You could sit back and live through life during a very boring period of time on this planet. I'm sure hundreds of years have gone by in certain places on this globe where nothing happened.
If you're going to live, this is a good time to live.
Welcome to the end of the world. We're all here to see it. And this show is here to get you through it. We'll get you through. We're your Armageddon show.
You could have lived in the Wild Wild West, where the craziest thing that happened in your lifetime was, an Indian tribe almost attacked your village.
The Indians got you.
Almost attacked your town. It was the town over, but they came close.
This is just insane now.
It's really
planes falling out of the sky.
Great. Mike, what's up? Where's Earl? Earl had a vision? Yeah. Earl, get a mic.
Earl had a vision.
Mike, what's going on?
How's it going, O&A?
All right.
I want to put a little, I want to leave your fears a little bit about terrorists.
Yeah.
It was an international flight.
Right.
So, by rules, I used to work at the airport.
Yeah.
All the baggage, they have to be cross-matched with passengers.
Okay.
And all the baggage has got to be, X-rayed and screened. Each individual bag going into.
X-rayed and screened. That's great. Good. I'm sure it's very thoroughly gone over, and I'm sure they look at things that could be radio or razor or something, and, they don't know it's C4. Give me a break.
This is just a more mechanical thing. That plane was delayed for mechanical problems.
Yeah, well, there you go. Might be the mechanical. I'm not saying it's not mechanical. It probably is. But I'm not thinking automatically that it's mechanical. Right, not after what's happened. It just seems to me like a really bad coincidence.
Sometimes that happens in life. There's always been those weird, bad coincidences. Ugh.
Maybe it was sabotage.
John, what's up?
How's it going?
Hey.
I wonder if any of the listeners, or maybe you guys know about a follow-up on that vehicle that was stolen out of Farmingdale. That was the aircraft maintenance vehicle company that...
there's no follow-ups on anything. I've heard 20,000 stories since September 11th that I get no answers, no follow-ups from. Where's that crop duster plane that disappeared? Where's the tanker truck that disappeared? No one's telling us crap.
A van was stolen, too, from...
it was stolen out of Farmingdale. It was actually on the news and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, take care.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Ace. Ace, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up?
Hey, what the dude said, Mike Moran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, after he did that little kiss my ass deal, he takes off his hat. He says, this is my face. I live in Rockaway, bitch.
Bitch?
Yeah.
I need to hear the clip now.
I know.
We got it somewhere? We're getting it?
They're actually
we're getting a
it
copy of the
CD.
Mike Moran clip. Well, thank you, Ace.
No problem, boys.
All right.
Later.
Do we have, there's actually a statement from Osama bin Laden? Where is that?
Look what I did to you again.
Wow, Osama sounds like dice. That's awful.
Let's go to Cleveland. Kurt, what's up, bro?
Hey, I was telling you guys about, think about it, that shaft is spinning at I don't know how many RPMs, but if a bird goes through there and takes out one or two of them blades, now that shaft is out of balance. And that shaft starts spinning wildly, it could make so much vibration that it could blow that motor apart.
Yeah, okay. Sure, why not?
Well, that's what I like to think.
Because, there's no screen in front of it or anything like that. It's just open blades.
I'm going with the flock of seagulls theory.
Flock of seagulls.
That sounds good to me. Hey, you guys suck.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Earl, you had a vision?
I had a nightmare.
You had a nightmare?
Yes.
All right.
Earl had a nightmare.
What was your nightmare, Black Earl?
That I was driving down the Van Wyck, and I'm looking up, and the plane is going overhead. And
Van Wyck?
And it explodes.
Really?
Yeah.
You had that when?
Last night.
Oh, my God, call Kreskin.
My goodness. I did that because I'm a Black Earl from the future, and what I did was I transported myself in the DeLorean. I went to the future, and let me tell you something. I saw the plane crash. Then I came back, but I was going to warn people, but I fell asleep. I was tired from working on the public file all day. So now I got to go back in the time machine tonight, go back to 2 days ago, see the plane crash again in my visions, and then warn people. I hope I don't get stuck doing something like the public file or sticker stop. I need some energy for my time machine, my DeLorean. There I was, speeding down the Van Wyck in my DeLorean. I reached 88 miles per hour, and I went into the past. I ended up at the Enchantment Under the Sea Ball when I looked up, and I saw a plane crash into the clock tower at exactly 10 o'clock. I had to get my pappy and my mammy together, or I wouldn't be born. I started disappearing, and then I played the guitar like Chuck Berry, and I saw the plane crash. And Biff was trying to get my mammy, so I told my pappy, you punch Biff in the face, and everything will be fine. I'll be able to go back to the future and tell people about the plane crash, because I saw the whole goddamn thing. But then when I got back to the future, I went home and I was going to call up, I swear, I was going to call up American Airlines and tell them, don't take off the plane because I saw the plane crash. But I was laid down for 2 seconds, I fell asleep. Because I was working on the public file. I don't know what that is, but I was working on it. And then I went out to the garage, I had a brand new Toyota 4x4. And a girl that looked real 80s. And my mammy and pappy were older, but they were different. And all of a sudden they were cool. My pappy was an author. And my mammy was a great mom. And the mayor of our town was a white guy that used to work at the diner. And Biff was out picking cotton in our yard. That's called revenge. You know, people died in the plane crash because I fell asleep, but some good things happen to Black Earth in the future. So screw 'em. But I'll try it again tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to the Old West.
Yeah, the Old West. Should have helped us out. So Earl had a vision.
Black Earl, call me now for your free reading.
I'm going to go on.
Call me now for your tarot card reading.
I'm going to go on record and say that Earl's the only one that has had a nightmare about planes crashing in the last 2 months.
Yeah, right?
I've had more than one.
Maybe everyone has had a nightmare at some point in the past 2 months about a plane crash.
Holy S. Joe's a pilot. He wants to talk here. Joe, what's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right.
Yeah, the guy just called, and he was saying about the delay that they took, they took about an hour and a half delay getting out of there this morning.
Yeah.
And he said it was a mechanical problem. I'd like to know how, who he's getting his information from. I mean, how does he know that? Did he say?
No, he just called in with...
what, the delay?
Hogwash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that it was delayed, too, on the news.
Yeah, but he's saying it was a mechanical delay. I'm a national airline pilot, and we take delays all the time for a million other reasons besides a mechanical problem.
You don't sound like a pilot.
Well, I am.
You're supposed to sound like this. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? We'll be flying at altitude about 32,000 feet.
Yeah.
You don't sound like that.
No,
Give me some pilot talk. Go ahead. You're taking off.
Taking off? What we'd say to each other, you mean?
Talk to the tower.
Tower number 1, we're ready for takeoff. And they come back to tell us you're clear to go. We just say, Roger, takeoff, clear to takeoff, 3-1 left. And then you do our departure procedures.
Well, there you go. Right. 3-1 left sold me.
3-1 left sold you? Yeah, cool.
Cool. Joe, we got to go because we found Mike Moran's audio.
All right, later, boys.
All right, this is what the fire guy there, Mike Moran, said in front of a national audience.
And I live in Rockaway, and this is my face, bitch.
Oh. That was at the end of the other clip. See, now if we put the 2 clips together, it would be really nice.
Oh, no.
Hold on. So it went like this. Go ahead.
Doc Brown's checking in from Hill Valley.
Yeah.
He goes, how spooky. 10:04, Anthony woke up this morning. 10:04, lightning hit the clock tower.
Did it really? Is that true?
I guess so.
That's a movie buff.
Anthony, you have to go back to the future. Oh, no, Black Earl's meeting his pappy.
Pete, what do you have, bro? You had a nightmare, too?
Oh, my God. Oh, and I couldn't believe it. Like, girl, I had a nightmare.
Yeah.
I woke up, I looked in the mirror, and I'm black.
Oh, wait, come on. That's not nice.
That's horrible.
Earl, I apologize personally to you for that phone.
Earl.
How did I know he was going to say something like that? All right, can we play the Mike Moran thing?
Let's play the whole Mike Moran.
In the spirit of the Irish people, Osama bin Laden, you can kiss my royal Irish ass. And I live in Rockaway, and this is my face, bitch.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Hey, Mike, could you not say anything about Bay Ridge, Brooklyn? Let's keep Bay Ridge, Brooklyn off the radar screen.
Let's leave Huntington, Long Island alone, too, while we're at it.
Don't talk about those locations.
Now, you know what? Now, just for a goof, we need to know where, around,
where he lives?
Where he lives and how close his plane crash was. Talk about coincidences. All right, we should take our first break, Anthony. We're just getting started.
I got to go back to the future because Biff has stole the sports book. And now he's changed my community forever. Where the flux capacitor?